what is going on? I'm back again with another one of my sort of summer shred videos. Today's going to be a little bit different because I have scheduled in a rest day, so I'm not going to be going down the gym. I feel okay, I feel like I could, but I have done a push workout, and then yesterday I did sort of a fairly good heavy leg session, so I want to have a rest day today so that I can go back and kill it again tomorrow. So what I'm going to do instead for you is a full day of eating, like solely a full day of eating, and I'm going to try and discuss a little bit more to you guys about my diet and about what my aims are for my diet. At the moment, what I am attempting to do is drop my body fat a little bit. I don't really, or I haven't really been bulking and cutting as such. I do have much more of a sort of a free diet because I don't know, I have attempted the bulks and I've attempted the cuts. I just love food so much. Like, I don't think anyone understands how much food just excites me. And so I get a case where if I'm bulking, it's great, but I know that I can't just like do dirty bulks. If I just eat cake and loads of crap, I will just get fat. Equally with the cuts, like, I can cut down, but then like I start craving the foods that I don't want, and then all I start thinking about is the foods that I don't want. And there are several YouTubers at the moment that I have seen, that I watch on videos like fairly regularly, that talk about this idea of not bulking and not cutting, and sort of throwing in fairly frequent, well, that's rude, guy just cutting the grass outside. Anyway, fairly frequent sort of cheat meals, so to speak, in order to maintain sort of their diet, because there's nothing worse than being really strict on a diet and then allowing one slip up to like screw that diet up completely. So anyway, today's going to be a full day of eating. I've not had breakfast just yet, so I'm going to take you with me to have breakfast, so let's go and get some food. Okay guys, so for breakfast I have got a variety of things going on. In the oven I have popped in a couple of sausages that we're cooking, and then I'm going to go for 2 poached eggs. The water has boiled, which is why this pan is all steamy, so I am going to be whacking the hob on in a second, cooking the poached eggs, and then I am going to crack in, split open a whole avocado and have that as well. So I am keeping my fats relatively high for this sort of part of my diet. I am really playing around with what I'm eating, with what kind of foods I'm going to put in my body, with my macros and so on, and I think that's really important. People have different body structures, they digest the foods in different ways, so try not to rely heavily on things like YouTube and Instagram and so on for like your diets. Play around with it. Some people can get away with eating more carbs than others, some people can get away with cutting more drastically, others have to do it a gradual approach. So I'm going to start cooking this, and then I'll see you guys in a second when it is on my plate. Okay guys, so I've got my breakfast. Didn't quite go as planned, only because I majorly screwed up the poached eggs. Both yellows split, the yolk split when I did it, but anyway. So I have some sausages here, not the most interesting looking bowl of food or plate of food I'm aware, but got some sausages there, got some 2 poached eggs, and then I've got some sort of mashed up some avocado. So I'm going to get this in me. I've got some videos to watch. My current YouTube recent vlog, so the one prior to this, is currently been uploaded, so you will be seeing that before you've been watching this, I expect. If you haven't, I will link that video into the description of this one, so make sure you go and check that out. And also let me know what you think. So on that video, all of my gym based stuff I recorded on my GoPro. It's a better camera than the one that I've got on my phone. I have a little mini tripod for it so I can prop it at different parts in the gym, but it obviously is much more wide angled lens. Some of them I am aware, like the only place I could put the GoPro meant that I was too far away from the camera and so on, but let me guys know what you think in the comments below, and I will do my best to improve that for next time. So anyway guys, I'm going to eat this and I will get back to you shortly. Alright guys, so that breakfast wasn't as good as I was intending it for it to be. I think the combination of the textures of the avocado and the textures of the poached eggs just like were too similar. I don't know what it was, but it just didn't particularly settle that well. So anyway, I've got myself one of these chocolate orange rice cake bars, fairly low calories, but I'm going to get this in me just because I want something sweet. I've also got myself a latte which I made earlier, so I'm going to get those down, and then I've got a few bits that I want to do on the laptop, a few bits of, I know the video's uploading, but there's a few other bits I want to do, and I do need to clean the flat. So I'm going to do those, get the sort of domestic goddess bits, or domestic god bits out of the way, and then I'll be back with you guys in a second. Okay, so I am back with another meal. It's just sort of gone midday, so this is, I guess, what you could consider lunch. Normally I kind of just, especially on my days off, so this is one of my days off, because when I'm at work I just don't have the opportunity to film, and I wouldn't really be in a position where I'd be allowed to anyway. So this is sort of my second meal. When I'm on my days off, I kind of just pick and eat food when I feel like hungry or when I've got a break in the day. So this is, I guess, what you would consider lunch. I don't have that much food left in my fridge. I do need to do a food shop, but this is effectively the kind of thing I'd have. So I've got a small side salad here. It's kind of a mixture of lettuce, there's some carrots, some sweet corn in there. I've got some olives on top, and then I've got some sort of beetroot that I've put on there, which is really good. And then all I've got is a whole tin of fresh tuna. I like the tuna that's in sort of a brine or a fresh water. You can get ones that are in oil. I guess the oil ones are perhaps a little bit more flavoursome, so if you're on a bulk, perhaps you might want to use those, but because they're in oil, there is a lot more fats to them, so going for the ones that are in brine or in water means that you don't have quite so much fat in there, so I've gone for that. And then I've put on some sort of light mayonnaise, and I've just got a bottle of water that I'm going to drink it down with, or eat it down with, should I say. So I'm going to have this. I may well have a banana as well, because I have got some bananas on the side. And yeah, so I'm going to get this in me, and I will see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so I have just finished eating our lunch. It was pretty good. Like I say, I do need to go back and get some more food, so I'll probably do that tomorrow, because today is looking like it's going to be busy. So Laura has just sent me a message. She's currently at work, and she said that she would have me down to get my hair cut, which is awesome. So I'm going to take a nip into town now. Going to go and get my hair cut, probably go through some of the shops before I come back home, and probably eat some more. One thing that I am doing this evening, which I haven't yet told you about, which is going to be quite cool, is one of my current students at the university. Obviously, for those of you who don't know, I teach Japanese Jiu Jitsu at the University of Gloucestershire. One of my students, who is currently obviously on her summer holidays from uni, she also does Taekwondo down in Bristol. And her instructor, basically I think she put the word in that I teach her, and her instructor got in contact, and basically because Taekwondo is mostly a striking art and Jiu Jitsu is mostly sort of a throwing art and about getting in close, they are sort of polar opposites of the martial arts scale, and so he's invited me down so that I could teach his students and basically mix up their training. So that will be exciting. So I will take you guys with me, and we will we'll have a look and see how those guys train. And depending on how well the session goes, I may well invite him back down to Gloucester to potentially do a guest session at my club, because you know, knowledge is power, and my students having better knowledge on kicking and striking is obviously good. So we're going to do that. So I will probably catch you guys up on my way to town, and I will see you guys in a bit. Okay everyone, so I'm just walking into town now. I have a big bag of stuff. If you saw my last video, again, look in the description because it's linked in there. You will have seen that I cleared out some of my wardrobe, and this is the big bag. It is huge, full of clothes that I'm not wearing, so I'm going to drop it off at a charity shop, and then I'm going to have a wander around. One thing I find quite funny is that I live in this sort of estate here, and there's not tons of parking, but basically if you have a flat here, which I obviously do, you get an allocated parking space. Now there's only one parking space per flat, and naturally most flats have more than one person living in them, and therefore could have more than one car. And so people park all over the place. And there's this person or couple or whoever that tend to park in the same place right outside of the doors, so to prevent them from doing it, they've just stuck a bollard there, which I think is quite funny. But anyway, so I'm going to walk into town. It's a bit windy, it's not as warm as it has been, it's a bit grey and overcast, but I'll probably see you guys in town. Okay guys, so I've just been to town, got my haircut. I'm looking to change up my style a little bit, so I've not gone too nuts. I've got myself some sushi, some salmon and king prawn sushi, so I'm going to go home now, eat this, and see if my video is finished. Okay guys, so I'm back. I've got my sushi. It is just here. It's some salmon sushi. I've got some prawns on there as well, some rolls, and I'm going to be having that with, you got it, tonic water and lemon. So I'm going to get this in me. The weather has turned pretty crap. It's raining again, but I'm going to get this in me. This is going to be my sort of post lunch, I guess. It's about 3:30, so this is going to be sort of like an additional meal that I'm going to have prior to having something for dinner. So I'm getting this in me, and I'm gonna. My video is 60% uploaded, so yeah, so it should be up very soon. But anyway, I'm gonna get this in me because I'm starving. Okay, guys, so I've just eaten that sushi. It was pretty good. I've now got a slice of this sort of gâteau-y, chocolate cakey thing. I'm going to grab that. I'm probably going to get a coffee as well. The video again is still uploading. These things take an absolute age. But I'm going to chill out, eat this, watch some YouTube probably. It's always really useful to watch things like YouTube videos to give you guys tips and hints. How to mix your workups out, how to like improve your diet and so on. Improve my diet. Here's me with a massive slice of chocolate gâteau cakey stuff. But like I said at the beginning, my diet isn't that strict that I am preventing myself from having treats like this. I just have to make sure that somewhere down the line I'm aware that I've already eaten this and I can't go overboard. So anyway, I'm going to get this in me and yeah, I'm going to chill out for a bit. Okay guys, so I am at this sports centre. My intention was that I was going to be eating first, but I've not had time. So I'm here, about to teach some Jiu-Jitsu. So I'll catch up with you guys when I'm finished. So that is the session done. It is now 10:12 to be precise. I am pretty hungry, so I may well try and get some food when I get back. It's about a 40-minute drive-ish, so I'm sort of near Bristol here. So I've got to drive back to Gloucester, and then I will try and pick up some food. So yeah, I will see you when I get back home. Hi, yeah, could I have a large Big Mac meal with a Diet Coke, please? Yeah, of course. Anything else? Yeah, can I have 6 chicken nuggets as well, please? Yeah, of course. Any sauce for them? Yeah, can I have some ketchup? Yeah. Is that everything for you, sir? Yeah, that's all, thank you. Okay, if you just want to come through to the first one, then. Thanks a lot. Okay, guys, so as you just saw, I have just gone and got myself McDonald's. I got myself a Diet Coke, I got myself a Big Mac, and I got myself some chicken nuggets and stuff as well. As I said to you earlier, I do have a fairly relaxed diet, and it is late. It's like sort of well, basically 11 PM now. Normally I don't eat fast food, and if I do, I sort of eat it throughout the day, or I'll eat it like before a workout or something, whatever. But it's late. I have just sort of taught Jiu-Jitsu for the last 3 hours, so you know, it's not really going to do me much harm. Plus tomorrow I have got another session planned in the gym, so it's not going to affect me too much. Right. I am going to go inside now because I am at home, so I'm going to go inside. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to wrap it up here. That was essentially a full day of eating for me. I am going to do a couple more of these. I do enjoy doing them, and I will do one where it is a little bit stricter. I know I've sort of gone off a little bit here. I had a bit of cake earlier, and I've got McDonald's. But like I say, this is just an example. So I'm going to leave the video here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like. If you haven't already, go and follow me on Instagram. I'll leave a link in the description. My Instagram is AlexFieldLife, so check me out. I've got lots of interesting content and cool content up there, so go check that out. If you haven't already done so and you do enjoy these videos, please subscribe. I am bringing out a whole variety of things, and as of September I will be aiming to bring out more Jiu-Jitsu related videos as well for you, especially maybe some sort of suggestions about what you could do sort of self-defense wise and so on. So until next time, guys, I will catch you a bit. So have a good one and see you guys later.